one buzz, you can create two different types of courses, a ranged course and a continuous course. First, let's go to the courses area. I'm going to choose a course. In the course area, under Type, you can see there are two different types, range and continuous. Let's first look at a range course. A range course has a start and an end date. When you're in a course, you can change the type between range and continuous. There are a few aspects of a range course that are important. Let's first start by looking at the editor. Under the Scheduling tab, I can see and set due dates for each activity. I can see for the dates that have activities and the list of activities for those due dates. I can open up any folder and any activity and drag and drop them onto a date. I can also see this as a list view. Under list view, if I click on an activity and it's already set to a due date, it will show that due date. If you can set a due date, you can drag and drop those onto any date, and you can drag it back if you change your mind. You can also grab them here and remove the due date. I can click More and remove the due date here. I can also change the visibility date and the grade release date. In each window, I can drag and drop onto the appropriate date for each of these. I can also go to my gradebook and view an important feature of a range course. If I click on the activity of any given student in a range course, I can change the due date for that particular student by clicking on the due date. Here I would change the due date for this student and possibly allow late submissions. Let's view this from a student perspective. As a student, I can go to my grades area and click in that course. Here it's going to show me the due dates for each activity that my teacher has set. Let's go ahead and go back to an admin. Now let's look at continuous courses. Continuous enrollment courses are self-paced for which completion is usually indicated by completion of certain activities rather than by a start and an end date. Let's go back into courses and view that same course. It is now a range course. If I want to change that, I click on the course and I can go into Type and change this to continuous. If I choose continuous, I would also need to change the days that I want it to run. I can do the same thing as a teacher. And we're going to go into the editor of that same course. In the course settings, a teacher or editor can change this to a continuous course here, and then set the days. An important aspect of a continuous course is to set the enrollment completion. Manual means the teacher decides when it's complete, or you can choose automatic when all activities are complete, automatic when all gradable activities are complete, or automatic when all activities in a certain category are complete. If I choose this, I would need to choose the category that I want to be associated with completion. And when you're ready, you click Save. If I click on the gradebook of my students and click on any course, it's going to use a target due date to set those due dates. This is determined by the sequence of activities in the syllabus, the number of gradable versus non-gradable activities, the weight of each activity, any blackout dates that have been specified, and the number of days and date range assigned to this course. Let's take a moment to view this as a student. The last important aspect of a continuous enrollment course is a student can click on a course and go to their grades area. From their grades area, they can scroll to the right to the settings. In the settings, they can set a target end date that best fits their needs. Once they do this, all the due dates will associate themselves with that new end date. As you can see, continuous and range courses both have their benefits. It'll be important for you to decide which ones best fit your needs for which courses. Range courses are traditional courses with a start and end date and can set due dates. Continuous courses align due dates based on the date that they start the course and the target end date.